would be interesting. You put the gloves on, the timer goes on, you don't take the gloves off until the timer goes off. Gloves on, timer off, gloves off. 30-minute timer. I'm just gonna mess around, nothing crazy. Get nice and loose. with a haymaker, I could just do that, really. Because, like, so Seth has gotten me, I've sparred with Seth 2 days now. And Seth has gotten me with those haymakers. And it's just an overhand right. That's it. And it's always after I throw jabs. Because my jabs are ineffectual. But honestly, I could probably sock him with a cross then. Because if he's coming in with a jab, or if he's coming with an overhand and he's not looking, well, either you hit him with a freaking cross straight down the dome, or you come up with an uppercut, because usually people who do haymakers put their head down a little bit. And so if their head's going down, you might be able to sock them in the mouth, or sock them in the skull, or whatever. Okay, so, well, I would like to learn the defense to that, so that's probably going to be something like, because he does that haymaker, and when he throws that haymaker, I'm always just, I don't have that reflex yet, so I gotta start looking. Or I could go. Get away from the railing over there. Okay, so let's visualize actually sparring with Seth. So I'm going to try and visualize my best what it's like sparring with Seth. Yeah, because I'll throw the leg kick. I don't know, I always throw the leg kick on him because it usually lands. And yeah. I could get him with that, couldn't I? I tried to kind of do that to him last time, where you like make it look like a kick, but it's really doing it like a teep. Make it look like a different kick. Make it look like the rounded kick, and then turn it into a teep. That's a round kick. Round kick. Teep. Turn it into a teep. And Ryan's so far away. That's ridiculous. No bad ideas. No bad ideas. Just try it. Doesn't feel natural. Move to the next idea. Okay. So, Seth. Seth is in front of me. Okay. Right. Feints. I love throwing feints. I love just seeing what you'll do. And of course, I don't breathe for the first like 2 or 3 rounds. Okay, Seth is in front of you. Remember, yes, Seth is in front of you. Thought experiment. Seth is in front of you. You got like a minute and a half left of the round. This is a hard experiment to do. Seth is in front of me. I've only sparred with Seth twice, so I don't know everything that he'll do. I've sparred with him twice, so I can imagine him in front of me better than I think anybody else there. Well, Seth is in front of me. I'm definitely going to have to be blocking haymakers because that's what lands on me when he throws haymakers. And I'm not accustomed to haymakers, so now he's helping me build my defense against haymakers, whether he knows it or not. Wow. Yeah, today's just a light sparring session. We're halfway in, 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes, well, we got 15 minutes, 40 seconds left. Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to visualize what it's like to spar the people that I'm sparring now. And I just started doing sparring sessions at this open gym down the road from me. And yeah, it's really nice. I just have to pay like a $5 drop-in fee. And then like I can spar with everybody for like an hour. But it's nice because it's the first time I'm like getting back into sparring, and I would like to get into doing pads at some point in time, but that is also crazy nervous system work. And honestly, light sparring, because that's what I like the most. I really like figuring out like my game, like narrowing, like building those neurological like pathways and just like strengthening them, like those specific moves that work. Although, yeah, I mean, like you just gotta train implementing them in different ways. That's the only thing. That's the game of martial arts. It's like you practice the form of certain moves. So like people practice like the form of a punch or whatever, or straight jab, getting specific now. And then you just repeat that training over and over and over again. And you feel like you've mastered the move, but until you've implemented it in every single scenario and made it like the mastery move that literally you can do anything with it, I wouldn't consider that mastery until you attain that, which I think is like, all right, give me like 1,000 years to live, and I feel like I'll be able to do mostly what, I don't know. I feel like if given an infinite amount of time, yeah, I mean, I guess like, I don't know, does consciousness expand? Am I going to be able to remember more things if I were to be immortal? You just, because I don't, as immortal, and with only like 36 years, young, you know, I don't remember every single thing that's ever happened to me in a 36-year span. There are times, there are lapses. So like, if someone is considered immortal, and let's say, like, I'm specifically thinking of like the elves of Lord of the Rings, like they probably remember everything that's ever happened to them ever. So like, wow, so off topic, but it's okay. That was the other thing too. I like using long guard, just because most people aren't very tall, and my arms are very long, like they're freakishly long. So yeah, I mean that's something I need to use to my advantage. But with that being said, I still have some tweaking on the skill of that actually implementing long guard. Yeah, because like lately, I've been kind of lazy with it. So I've only sparred twice. Last Friday and then the Friday after last, the Friday before last. My goodness, everybody there is not that tall, so I can like keep my arms kind of low and not like fully extend my arms sometimes, and it's still good. Like they can't reach me with their arms, so that's perfect for me. Like I love knees, but Seth is comparable in size. He's like 6'1" or 6'2". He's an older man, but he does these haymakers, and he was just like, dude, like you're halfway there. Just like, fully extend. Use your shoulder to like protect your face, you know. Yeah, but he also gets me with those uppercuts because that leaves me open. So if I start doing this, I mean, it leaves a window here and like a big fucking sign right here to come hit me here. But I mean, if my goal is to do, because like I'm trying to implement holding the biceps. That's what I want. I want to hold their biceps because then they won't be able to punch. And then I mean, if I have the dominant control on their biceps, that's just knees. That's just knee sitting. I got like almost 8 minutes, 7:45 left. Well, why don't we do like a drill or something? Oh. So what? I'm gonna keep it light. That's right, light hands. Turn your body more. When you're actually throwing weight into a punch, you're throwing, but you're not like throwing your body like this. You're staying centered and you're twisting your body. You're creating as much torque as you can with your legs. And you're twisting and torquing your body and sticking your arm out as long as it goes. As long as it naturally goes without like popping your elbow or like, snapping your shoulder, just try and keep it like fluid, And what I like to do sometimes is actually keep my hands open and not like try and squeeze them tight or open them up, but just leave them chilling, Is this how you're gonna punch given time? I mean, first of all, never underestimate the power of like a slap punch, of like a distraction punch, a punch that just like, throw it out there, hey, look over here, and then something else is happening, Never underestimate the power of a slap punch, man. I get hit with that shit all the time. I always underestimate it, and then I get hit with that shit all the time. And it always does exactly what it was intended to do. Throw me off for a second. So, honestly, I need to start implementing more of these into my sparring sessions. Okay, again, you have 5 minutes on the clock, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's try and envision sparring someone again. Seth was someone that you were sparring with. Try sparring with Ben now. Ben was fucking difficult. That dude, he was younger, 26, I think. He's 10 years younger than me, 24 or something. He's close to 10 years younger than me. But yeah, he's, got the whole world ahead of him, very cheery guy. He was comparable in height. He was like 6, I think, 5'11" or 6, something like that. But he was comparable in skill. Like he was definitely like getting me with some things, and he's a very tricky guy. But he is also smaller than me, like most people are. So he succumbed to my long limbs and my big body. Yeah, I want to get faster. I want to get better. I want to look cleaner. Well, no, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that last one. I don't care what I look like. I want it to be effective. That's what I care about. So I want it to be effective. Effective in real world application. So like if we're sparring, this is the scenario, right? So that's the application that I would use this move for. If it were like a real, like I'm out in the world and I don't have no idea who this person is, and they're like being really aggressive and showing me that they're gonna do some crazy shit. I don't know. You just never know, man. You just never know. Anyways, that's why we train. That's why we train, because we never know, and deep down we're scared, and so we want to find our strength in the fear. And more often than not, as long as you keep pressing toward that, and for that, then you'll inevitably find it. You'll inevitably find your courage. Anyways, okay, talking too much. 3 minutes left. Let's just spar Ben. Ben was fun. He made me do like the most like dynamic stuff. I stopped sparring with Ben, and I started throwing elbows. Yeah. Ben, I feel like I could throw some elbow pads on, and so could he, and we'd be able to go at it, man. We get some helmets on, some elbow pads. We have our shin guards. I need to buy better shin guards. All right, you got a minute, 30 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really trying to go hard right now. I'm just trying to play around, mess around, have fun. That's why I keep stopping. That's why I keep taking a break. This is kind of just to have fun, do some physical visualizing, and then I'm gonna go to bed right after this. So. There should be a jab after that, maybe. It's like, honestly, the elbow is really only good when they're coming into my distance. So like, but I feel like such a dick throwing that elbow out, you know? Like I don't want people to like hit themselves on the way in, but like they do, they would. Yeah, I mean, I got a little sweat going. I did tell myself 30 minutes. That was 30 minutes. 30 minutes of playing around. It's 11 o'clock. Really late for me. I don't stay up this late usually. But today was just a hectic day and couldn't get to my workout. And instead of doing absolutely nothing, I decided to do the workout at least. So at least I did it, you know, low intensity, not too crazy, kind of giving up some sleep for this, but probably in the long run worth it, especially for like mental, you know, strength, mental clarity, knowing that you like forego like your own pleasure now. And honestly, you need sleep though, so it's like even possibly something that you need right now, you know. For at least like a message that you send to your future self or to yourself now that it's like, okay, well, I mean, you can put off the workout for as long as you want, but it's not gonna happen, you know. So it's like you may as well just knuckle up and do the hard thing, get it over with. Because there was an opportunity earlier for me to do it, and I did not do it, just because I said I'll do it later, and then later came, and it's 11 o'clock now, so, but at least I did something. I was working out every single day, but the last 3 weeks, I dedicated myself to strength training. So I cannot personally work out every single day, like do it at like some sort of exercise or some sort of strenuous activity every single day when I'm taxing my nervous system like that. Like my workouts are like, it's barbell heavy, barbell everything, you know? And I'm doing like, what, like 10 different moves. That's it, just the compound movements. They're all compound. All of them are compound. Working my entire body, compound. How many exercises? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 exercises in, 4 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Man, I'm telling you, like, when Monday came around and I actually took rest Saturday and Sunday, it was like, yeah, that's what you needed. You need like a little break off from pushing your like mind and body, you know, to that point where like you have to grow, you know. And that's serious neurological, like nervous system work, you know. Tendons are involved, muscles are involved, ligaments, bones. But I mean, you know, it's serious nervous system. Like it's working like your mind, you know. You're like, it's so difficult, you know. You're like working your mind that it's just so difficult. But yeah, anyways. It's good shit. I'm getting out of here. Let me clean up first. I can't even like get out of here. My name is Drew Marshall. For those of you who have not seen me or heard me or been around or whatever, relatively new to YouTube, making videos and stuff, and really not really making videos actually. I'm doing lives way more than anything. But yeah, my name is Drew Marshall. 36 years old. 36 years young. 36 years young. My bad. I am 6'5" ¾ or 77 inches tall, or 197 centimeters tall. My wingspan is 88 inches, or 232 centimeters. I weigh 240 pounds, or 109 kilograms. And yeah, I have some goals in mind, but my current physical goal is to join the 1,000 pound club. And yeah, so I expect that to be somewhere along the lines of like a 5-year journey. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't care how long it takes. I consider myself a natural. I've always been a natural. As a matter of fact, I don't even take creatine. I like to be as natural as possible. You make creatine in your body. You know that, right? Like, and the ultimate truth, you want some ultimate truth about your body adapts to whatever stimulus you put it through. I had a friend who showed me that there was like a study where it was like, because your body makes creatine from the food that you eat. And there was a study that showed that when you ingested creatine, and not in food form, but just like pure creatine, the body stopped making creatine. But alternatively, and in full transparency, the study also showed that when the people stopped taking creatine, their natural production of creatine kicked back in again. But I didn't actually read that study myself, so I still have questions. How long was that study? Like, what were, did you see, gosh, I don't know, how can you even trace like certain symptoms to the starting of creatine and then the stopping of creatine? And like, so I still have questions about like efficiency of like certain systems of the human body before and after the use of creatine. So yeah, I'm not honestly, like, I've never needed it, and I am with that mentality that like I would prefer to be as capable as I can with needing as little as possible. So, you know, I've just always kind of stayed away from things that, even to my detriment, that, you know, I never saw that I needed at one point in time. But, you know, obviously you live and you learn. Okay, anyways, I'm rambling now. I'm going to sign off. See y'all later. Adios, y'all. Oh, wow. There's people. Redoodoo, what's up, Drew? How you doing? Redoodoo? Holly, what's up? I hope your day and everyone are having a phenomenal day today. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you. What's up, Lay Low Winds? Hi. Okay, well, I'm getting out of here. Adios, y'all.